Welcome to Boca Chica Key. This is a must-stop on your next adventure to Biscayne National Park. Now, we just crossed 10 miles of the Biscayne Bay to get here. And what's interesting about that trip is that 95% of the park is underwater. This is a great example out here in Biscayne Bay because you have extremely shallow water. There's a lot of seagrass and there's a lot of really neat animals out there such as sea turtles and manatees that you may find. Now, 15,000 years ago, during the last ice age, you could actually walk from here to there, over 10 miles. And there's actually some Indian sites on the bottom of the seafloor here. When you come down to visit Biscayne National Park and you need a place to stay, one of the places I recommend is Homestead. Homestead has many restaurants, hotels, etc., and it's right outside the park. You can get here in about 30 minutes. If you're up for a little bit more action, maybe a little bit more nightlife, Miami is right behind me here. And you can stay there and probably make it out here in an hour or so. So you got lots of great choices. Now, in the area is plenty of things to do. Everglades National Park, which I've been to many times, is basically right across the way from Biscayne, a very short drive. And so you certainly want to go and check out Everglades National Park to see some incredible wildlife, alligators, and all kinds of other wonderful things in the park. We also have Highway 1, which goes down to the Keys. And so if you have some more time, you may want to take a drive on down the Keys, maybe even make it out to Key West. And if you're feeling really adventurous, take a trip on out to Dry Tortugas National Park, which can be accessed by air or by boat. Another great way to spend an afternoon here in Biscayne National Park is to go see the concessionaire and rent yourself a paddle boat or a kayak. There's some small islands out here and some mangrove shorelines that you can go check out that are very interesting. And there's a canal back over here we're going to try and make it to. And if you're lucky enough, you might even see a manatee or two. So what do you say we get on the water? Well, we made it out to the island, and this is a great example of how the entire area around Florida is all made from limestone, which is essentially ancient coral reefs. It's nothing like bushwhacking in Florida. This is a nice island, but wow, people trashed it. I mean, there's trash everywhere. So be very careful. I've got some water shoes on, but that's, you know, kind of dangerous out here because there's so much glass, people have so much trash that you might cut yourself. So be very careful if you're out here climbing on these islands. Now, this might be one of the tallest spots outside of the visitor center's second story that you're going to be while you come and visit this park. So enjoy it. All right, so we're aboard the Reef Rover 4 here, and we're getting ready to head out into Biscayne Bay. We're just waiting for the crew to get loaded up, and we're gonna head on out. We're gonna find a deep hole out here in the Biscayne Bay to do some snorkeling and scuba diving in. Unfortunately, the reef, it's been a windy day with 10-foot swells out there, so the water's, you know, been all stirred up, and we're just not gonna see much out there. Nonetheless, we're still gonna go out and have an adventure in Biscayne Bay, which is certainly one of the areas of the park that you want to check out. So why don't you come on board and let's get underway. Well, that looks like a dirty job, doesn't it? Just one of the many duties it takes to take care of things around here so you can have a great adventure at your trip here to Biscayne National Park. Here we are on the glass bottom boat, and they use this to go out to the reef where you go over the coral reefs and you can see a lot of the incredible formations that are out there, as well as a sunken ship. So if you're not into getting wet, this is certainly a very good alternative to go out and see some of the better areas of the park. Well, that wraps up our 2-day adventure here in Biscayne National Park. We got to check out 3 of the 4 areas of the park. We showed you the mangroves, we went out into Biscayne Bay, and we also got to go out and hike on the islands. The 4th area of the park, unfortunately, we didn't get to visit because it's wintertime out here. There was high seas out there. It just wasn't the right day to go out there and check out the reef. So we're gonna have to come back in the spring to do that. Now make sure when you come out to the area, you plan at least 2 days for the park. You can certainly see it in one, but plan for 2 days and plan for an extra few days to go over to the Everglades because it's just right across the road basically, not a far drive, maybe 20 minutes, and you can see alligators, all kinds of wildlife. So really, you know, make a great vacation out of it when you come down to South Florida. So for Adventure Crew, I'm Clint Pollock. Have a great adventure, and don't forget to check out our park portal page at www.adventure-crew.com/parks. We'll see you next time.